Good afternoon, Summit Woods family. On Wednesday, we had communicated with you regarding some of the steps that we're taking in regard to the spread of the COVID 19 virus. We're grateful for the way that many of you have responded to that. In that communication, we had encouraged our growth group leaders and some of our discipleship groups to think about how they might creatively meet together in small groups over the next number of weeks, even meeting weekly. Since that time, our county government has come back and they've amended the state of emergency, removing the exemption for religious and faith based organizations and activities. So, with that, we need to encourage our growth groups, we need to encourage our discipleship groups during this time, especially if you exceed more than 10 people, not to meet over the next 10 days. That doesn't mean you can't meet in other ways, perhaps like a video conference, FaceTime, Zoom, Skype. There's a number of options out there for you. Or just by email, text, phone calls. I mean, use whatever means you can. But at this point in time, for the next 2 weeks, we really do need to honor those whom God has put over us as our governing authorities. And let's honor them and this request that they've made of us. I know this is unique. Again, as we've been saying over and over, these are unprecedented times. And yet it's a really unique opportunity in which we can show how the Word of God is lived out in our lives and in our actions, even some of the things we restrict ourselves from doing, especially in times like this. Again, we hope that your trust is in the Lord, not in others, not in us, not in our human government, but in the Lord Himself, that you're refreshing yourself in His Word, that you're close to Him in prayer, and keep up with one another. Keep contacting, calling, in connection with others. Let us know if there's a need that you know of that's going on in our membership that perhaps we're not aware of. We are trying to follow up with as many as we can just to assess, especially those who are vulnerable physically, those who are experiencing some financial crises at this time. Let us know what you know so that we can keep up with them. We're looking to harness all the resources we have as a congregation, whether it's financial, physical, any way we can to serve our body during these days. So if you know of a way, please let us know. But again, I just want to encourage you, our growth groups, our discipleship groups, just reconsider how you might be able to keep up with each other in these next number of days in another format other than meeting together in person. We think that's one of the best ways to love our neighbor and each other during this time. Thanks again. And I know this seems like we're bringing a lot of updates quickly, but these things seem to change so often. So we're grateful for you and your patience in this process, but know that we're praying for you. If we can serve you in any way, please let us know how we can do that.